Good morning, good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day. Oh my gosh. Let's try it again. Good morning, good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. Good morning and happy Friday. It is Fun Friday. So, of course, I'm going to have a fun episode, right? Today's episode is going to be all about innovative book writing tips that are inspired by Hayao Miyazaki's popular film, Spirited Away, which will be celebrating 23 years tomorrow. 23, I can't believe it's been 23 years. Man, time is just going whoosh. It just is. Like, are we there yet? We're not only there yet, we're on our way back home. Okay. So, tip before I go into tip number 1, hi, I'm Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market their client attracting books so that they can grow their businesses. And a lot of that work gets done in 90 days or less. How cool is that? So, tip number 1, innovative solutions. So, I don't know if you've seen the film or not. If you haven't, go see it. It is amazing. I've seen it multiple times. It is just a delightful little film about a young girl. She's 10 years old. She and her parents are moving to a new place, and on their way to the new place, they kind of accidentally end up in a Shinto spirit world. And her parents, like, eat something there, and so they get turned into pigs. And so she's gotta survive. She's only 10 years old, and she's gotta survive in this world that you're not supposed to be in. She's not supposed to be in because she's a human. And so the whole film is just filled with all these clever and innovative ideas and images and stuff like that. You can be inspired by that by creating your own creative and innovative solutions. Think outside the box. I mean, there are times when I'm watching that, and it may just be that I didn't grow up in Japanese culture, and it's probably steeped in Japanese culture, and I grew up watching lots of Japanese films. I'm a what do you call it? A Japanophile? I mean, come on. I have this guy on my desk. It's yeah. I love me my kaiju films, and I love Miyazaki. So anyway, I also love Kira Kurosawa, by the way, who's another brilliant director from Japan. I'm not gonna go down that I could go down that rabbit hole. I love a lot of things that come out of Japan. Um, anyway, your clients are experiencing challenges, and if you can come up with innovative and creative ways for them to solve those challenges quickly and easily, bam, you've got it. Tip number 2, clear visualization. Use detailed and vivid descriptions to help your readers in your book understand the concepts you're trying to put forth. And this is the old adage, show don't tell, because you want to show them in as visceral a way as possible so that they can experience it and understand it, because when they experience it, they understand it better than if they just read it and it's cold, dry facts and, show them a chart and no. If you can share your own experience with your innovative solution, any clients you've had, case studies, really illustrate the here's where they are, here's where they want to be, and here's how I take you on that journey so that you get there. Tip number 3, symbolic strategies. You can use You can use symbols and metaphors to convey complex business ideas. That's why that there are several books out there that are business books that use parables. Heck, Jesus used parables. Parables are a way to explain complex topic ideas in a manner that someone can relate to. Now, the problem with parables is that sometimes they don't, as one of my mentors said likes to say, it doesn't land the plane. It gets you halfway there and you have to land the plane. So, usually the best way to do this is to use the metaphor, the symbol, the parable to get people in the right frame of mind for the business advice you're giving. And then rather than leave it inferred, state it outright. So you might tell a story about a little girl who goes into a spirit world and then say, this implies this, and then state what this is so that they understand. Basically, the metaphor and the symbol are getting people from where they're at, where they're not capable of seeing the solution, sort of bringing them on a journey so they are capable of seeing the solution when you state it outright. That's the purpose. Tip number 4, robust frameworks. If you can build a strong and believable business model and framework that reflects detailed real world building that is seen in the film Spirited Away, you are more likely to help your clients go on that journey with you. So, for example, in Spirited Away, the little girl, she goes through the whole hero's journey, really. She is taken out of her world. She finds a mentor. She goes on adventures, and eventually she brings the lessons that she learned while she was there home, bringing her parents home as well. You can use that same framework to create your book, and it doesn't even have to be fiction. It can be totally nonfiction. A case study follows that. Your client comes to you. They are in this painful area. You come in as the mentor, you take them out of that pain island, as one of my mentors like to say. You take it out of pain island. You take them on this journey where they have adventures, often facing their own mind goblins along the way, because that's what happens. Whenever you're trying to change, you face mind goblins because your brain is trying to keep you where you are because that's safe. Sometimes it's not safe, but your brain's used to it, so it's safe. And you take them on this journey and you get them to this final result. Use those frameworks to help you take your clients on a journey, your readers on a journey. Because when you can take your readers on a journey and they get a result just by reading your words and having your voice in their head, you better believe they're going to want to hire you, because if you can do that with a book, what can you do in person? Tip number 5, and that is authenticity and purpose. Now, the movie Spirited Away, what's the word I'm looking for? It explored identity because, the main character, Chihiro, I think is how you pronounce it, she because she's human in a spirit world, she starts disappearing, and the mentor, who ends up being someone who saved her when she was a little girl, um, he says, "Okay, you need to do these things so that you won't disappear, because if you disappear, your parents will be pigs forever, and you are their only hope." So she's scared, but she follows the advice, and it works out. She stops disappearing. Well, if you can explore these similar ideas, what identity here, what identity Does your ideal reader have when they first pick up your book? And what identity do you want them to have at the end? In other words, they're disappearing where they are because they don't have your solution. Your solution will get them to the end of their Spirited Away movie so that they can save their parents, their clients from turning into pigs. Not that they'll really turn into pigs, but I'm just going with the movie here. So there you go. 5 ideas inspired by Miyazaki's Spirited Away film. If you would like help writing your book, please reach out. Just please reach out because I do want to help you. I want to help take you from where you are, where you're disappearing, to the journey of a published book where people see you and they hire you. That's a journey I take my clients on. I would love to take you on that journey as well. All you have to do is drop a comment or reach out to me and we'll have a conversation, see how I can help you become more visible in the world with your book. This is Carma Spence saying ciao for now.